Crap.
I
There it is.
fly away.
It is not. I just want to know right now, Brian H. I hit this button,
away.
and I don't think the local recordings thing was hit. So,
God
sorry.
dang it! Look, y'all ain't getting man. Look,
My fault. You want me to cut it off and start it over again? I think
no, because then you got to recreate the links.
That's what I figured.
It's gonna be snip for him. But look, shoot, guess what? After tomorrow, I ain't gotta get up in the morning. I do. I gotta work tomorrow, but I'm off Friday, and I'm gonna just disappear. I'm gonna float and play video games.
You're in that space now. It's because it's what do you call it? It's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season.
And mind you, I'm not in my normal festive gear that the realness usually, partakes in during the holiday season. It's still early. But next week I'm going to be there. But sorry about that, Brian H. I didn't realize that it didn't say local recordings. I hit it. I was waiting for it to pop up. And
you want to know what's crazy? On
what's
Sundays, Sunday mornings, it'd be defaulting. And I'm like, I am not locally recording.
Oh, okay. So that's probably what it was then. My fault. That's
it's different studios.
But this is the same studio we always use. I don't know why it's not working. Why I didn't do that. Because I saw it and I was like, should I click this? I was like, I didn't want to mess it up, and I ended up messing it up.
Hey, man.
It's okay. All right.
This Christmas or last Christmas? That's the question for the night.
Well, that's the question for the night.
Oh, snap. It's the one and only Lynn.
Lynn's been popping up recently. Lynn's been popping up, man. What's cracking,
brother?
He's been popping. He just retweeted something. He just liked something I put on Twitter.
He got the line, the bar, as far as the guest. The new day.
Oh.
Crazy.
Oh, shout out to you, Lynn. Always a fun time.
What's going on, brother?
That being said, the red light is on. It has been on for about the last minute and 57 seconds. We'll call it 2 minutes because it means the Wrestling Realm Now podcast is back. We are fresh off a very holiday and festive Survivor Series War Games. Man, what a show. We have a lot to get into tonight because during this week's segment of What Did You Watch, we're going to discuss some of our favorite moments from Survivor Series War Games. Not to mention, we're going to talk about briefly TNA. TNA has a new television deal. That's going to be interesting. We're going to see how that plays out as well. Not to mention, we have to ask ourselves the $1 million question. And it seems like every week we do one of these shows, there's a $1 million question is, what is next? Now that War Games is finally complete, Paul Heyman and the Vision seem to have had they've got one up on everybody, but there is a masked individual who is going around and parading like Seth Rollins, at least when it comes to his moves, but not jumping off cages because it seems kind of young to be doing that. We're going to get into all that and more, not to mention Championship Culture did a surprise belt unboxing. So buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We are back this week and let's have some fun. So let's get it.
Problem. Yes!
What you gonna do? 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 What you gonna do?
Oh, I'm healthy since the last time. Woo!
Oh, yeah, that came from the gut. Ooh. Welcome to the Wrestling Realm Now podcast, where we take a deeper dive into the world of professional wrestling. Now, see, that was sharp. I am your host, the realness himself, the big man, the real Dwayne Allen. I am back in the building this week, and he is your host, Mr. Super Producer. Brother Hugh has the third, A to the A to the S, T to the H to the E, 3 to the R to the D in the building. Shout out to the Marvin the Martian mug. And he is your host, not just any guy, but the Bout King. Brandon, the guy is in the building, and he is your host, the man, the myth, the legend, the one who discovered us all, the man who is still at the end of 2025 with 1 month left to go, still Mr. Stay Your Goddamn Show, the true heel himself, Hollywood. Brian H. Waters.
I don't think I'm the heel anymore.
Nah, you are. I like that little hot sauce.
I passed it down.
You definitely passed down to your seat. So yes, and welcome to the Wrestling Rum Now podcast. Once again, we are back, brothers. How you guys feeling? We're back after a very holiday-filled pro wrestling weekend. It's been pretty. It's a lot going on right now. We got TV deals. We got new champions. We got war games. We got a lot going on. But I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, good brothers, how's everybody feeling? What's going on? How's everybody feeling today?
Oh, my brother, testify. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, brother. Here, tell him.
Hey,
Tell me.
look, all I'm gonna say is War Games got me sick.
I was waiting for it.
That's,
He ain't been right since War Games. He ain't been right. It's
Ever
messing with his.
Ever since Saturday night, I've been in bed, just
trying to
done.
figure it out.
They've been warned.
He been tingling in his loins
It's crazy.
Oh, boy.
the entire time because of War Games.
Brian, how do you feel about war games, man? Well, listen, don't get me wrong. We'll elaborate much more, but man, I don't know. This is Survivor Series, war games, turkey, stuffing, mac and cheese, yams.
It didn't feel like it fit. It didn't fit. It just didn't fit.
I enjoyed it, but Liv Morgan is back.
Amen.
I love me some
Amen.
Liv Morgan.
Don't be all.
Amen.
You know what else I love? I love having the opportunity to have these type of conversations. Give people an opportunity to learn some things. To
Yeah, that's a
broaden
nice,
their horizons.
nice stand you got there.
Stan, this thing?
Yeah, no, just the way the aesthetic on
Oh,
the
okay,
view
thank
of the
you.
camera. The
You-
way you're just very studious.
Usually it's out the camera, and I don't know why, but for some reason it's in. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to change it. So therefore,
Looks great. Keep it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So I got the rundown instead of having a piece of paper. But
Oh, for
Yeah.
your notes, so we don't get to hear.
well, usually when I have notes, to do so, you can't replace paper when it comes to that. But at least with the rundown, this is nice little digital setup. Remember, I was talking about this setup for a while now. I mean, it's been this way for a little bit, but yes, it is. So we're back. We're here. We had a lot going on this week. We have a lot to talk about because we need to figure out what is next. Yes, we had war games. We're going to talk about that. Yes, we've had so many fun matches. Yes, there's a lot of things that's been going on. But we need to answer the $1 million question. We have to move forward. The question that Bruce Pritchard always goes in detail about. He always says, but now what? But what's next? And that's what the Rum is here to do today. But before we get into that,
I was
now
Bruce
usually
Pritchard,
this is the
but it
part.
just stayed on his podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you miss this podcast?
oh,
I miss
No.
it being the old way when he was like
Actually
he was
on it.
Not yeah, when he was on it. I mean, don't get me wrong, because I'm always down for a JBL story, especially when he told about my man, the late great Kerry Von Erich. But it's just Bruce Pritchard was better when he was bitter. I mean, when he was not with the WWE and he didn't care. Nah,
He's
when
very
he
much-
was just angry.
he's
when he
very
was just
much
angry.
now.
yeah.
He's
He
very
was just
much-
telling it like it was.
Yeah, he had nothing to rip about it. But now usually this is the part of the show where we advertise what's going on with championship culture. But we had a special appearance this week. Brother Guy had a special video on deck. He did a special unboxing. He didn't tell us what that unboxing was, but I'll give you a hint. All I'm going to say is I'm going to tag in and let him take over and tell the world what this various video was all about. So, Brother Guy, in place of this opportunity to talk about advertised champion culture, please tell us what this week's unboxing video was all about. It was a surprise to the world and something that you dropped, and I think a lot of people enjoyed what they had to see. But tell us what we had.
Well, brother, realness, since you asked, I guess it's my chance to talk about this because usually around this time we start to see these holiday unboxings. What you call them? The unboxing holiday cheer. I forgot what you called me. With the Santa hat on. So we started to do
I forgot. What do we call him? Santa Guy.
Santa Guy. So Santa Guy actually came a little early, and he's been coming every week with something different. So you'll start to see these boxes getting open, and as you said, tag somebody in. If you want to see a pretty new belt, I would say go over, just take a look at the playlist on youtube.com/wrestling and check out the latest episode. It's a small episode of Championship Culture. A little different style of what we do as we prepare to come back to finish off this season. So it's just giving you something to know that, it's still belts. And since I keep getting wrong with Triple H's predictions and everything, and I keep getting this so wrong, I know one thing I can't get wrong is belts. So with that being said, brother, here, anything you want to add? Because I'm tagging you in hot tag.
I like there.
You see what I did there? You see what I did there? I hot tagged.
I saw what you did there, but I'm just gonna
Okay.
sip. I'm just gonna sip my tea.
You just gonna sip? Okay, because I was just gonna take a chance to look at the belt.
Mhm,
Because
go
I don't know
ahead.
if you said. Okay, go ahead.
You
Hot
can.
tag. You're it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep looking. You're not done.
Oh,
I'm no. That you got the belt, so I mean, I don't really like that belt. So I mean, I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
shocked.
I don't like the design of it. I like the Raw tag titles better. They look
Is
look
that-
a little bit more.
Is that why though? It's because you saw that one first.
Probably.
Okay, all right, that's
Probably.
fair.
Well,
And
I
I
can
feel
tell
like-
you this.
I
Oh,
feel
go
like that belt is in the wrong era. It should have been around during the Undisputed Era. Well, you know what I'm saying? If
It definitely
Yeah.
does. I would have had that belt rather than them stupid SmackDown belts.
yeah, it
Absolutely,
makes sense with that. But as far as right now,
Ruthless aggression. You said the undisputed era.
Well,
'cause now I'm
undisputed
seeing it
title,
on-
undisputed
no,
title,
but I'm
you know
seeing
what I
it
mean,
on
yeah.
the undisputed era, and that would
Yeah.
have looked good around O'Reilly, Armstrong, and
well, you know what I meant by the undisputed title. With the undisputed title, Ruthless Aggression Era. It looks
That
better
doesn't
with
even
that
count,
title.
though. I'm sorry. Is that really? I'm sorry. I don't mean to dilute, but is that really Ruthless Aggression era though?
That's what I
that
was
count?
like. It's not though, right?
What do we?
Well,
Didn't we
when
have a
is it?
conversation about this? What was that awkward period in between the end of the Monday Night Wars and then like John Cena and Batista taking over everything?
Yeah, that was the transition because it
That
wasn't
awkward-
invasion. It wasn't
Yeah, it
post. It was post WCW, but right before.
it was the
The Ruthless
WWE
Aggression.
to get the F out era.
Okay,
Okay,
that's a
that
good way
works.
of putting it.
Yeah,
I hated
get
that
the F out.
era. Okay, you
Which
Brian
officially,
Age, you're a genius. Get the F
it's
out era.
officially longer. It's been longer WWE longer than WWF officially.
That's
Right.
All those
That's
people out there
hurtful.
saying, "I stopped watching when it became WWE. I remember WWF."
But that was a long time ago, buddy.
We're like, oh, here, sure,
was
you
a-
remember.
You're old.
You're
I
right.
was-
You remembered.
I was upset too. Don't get me wrong, but yes, if you want to go back and watch this boxing of this new WWE Tag Team Championship that brother guy has over his shoulder currently, go to youtube.com/the Wrestling Realm playlist Championship Culture. If you go directly to the page, you should see it. It's one of the first videos up there. Go take a look at this unboxing, get a detailed look at this new championship that and hear everything that the guy, the Belt King, has to say about a lot of the details in this particular championship. And let's get, like I said, championship culture is on its way back to be here before you know it, as they get ready to close the year out, as they close the season out, and all this, all the good stuff they have in the pipeline coming. So, but if you do want to catch up on all the previous episodes of Championship Culture, head like I said, youtube.com/the Wrestling Room playlist Championship Culture. Catch up on all the episodes, catch up on all the previous seasons, so you're up to date. So when they do come back with a bang, you guys can finish up strong. And like I said, man, there's a lot coming. I say it every year, but I'm gonna continue to say it as we go into the new year. There's a lot coming from the realm. We're literally just getting started for as long as we've been doing it. So stay excited, stay stay tuned and all that good jazz. Like I said, watch the social medias, pay close attention because these guys are real cryptic. They drop a lot of hints and a lot of fun stuff here and there. But with that being said, brothers, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into the show. So we're going to ask our co-hosts, Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa, to do us the honors of helping us start the show ceremoniously. So gentlemen, help us please start the show by ringing the bell.
Want to ring the bell? Ding, ding.
Every week, we do a segment on the Wrestling Realm Now podcast known as What Did You Watch? Now, we all know what the heck we watched this week, so we're going to jump right into it without further ado. So, gentlemen, we're going to talk about What Did We Watch? Sponsored by our good friends at SeatGeek. If you're looking to purchase tickets to concerts, live shows, sporting events, and more, head over to SeatGeek.com where you can use our promo code Wrestling Realm for any one-time purchase of $50 or more. That's promo code Wrestling Realm on any one-time purchase of $50 or more. All right, good brothers, what did you watch? It's one of the best transitions you've ever done, Brian. It's just historic now.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
we know what the heck we watch, but we're not going to waste any time because we watched WWE Survivor Series War Games. Goodness gracious, it was I don't want to call it a car crash, but it was a lot going on, and I'm almost glad that we didn't do a preview show because I'm almost sure that what we saw was probably nowhere near what it was going to be expected. But before we get into that, there was a quick announcement that I had to address, gentlemen. TNA heads back to Thursday Night Impact. Little nonstop action wrestling officially gets a TV deal from what I'm seeing on AMC. So I'm a little confused on two things. One, congratulations to TNA. They're starting to get their and I believe Anthem Sports, they're starting to get their business back on track, right? This is supposed to be upwards of, I don't know, this is what I correct me if I'm wrong, upwards of $30 million deal, something to that degree, which could prove very beneficial to a place like TNA. It should help them financially. We've always talked about the lifeblood of professional wrestling, how it went from a spectator sport to a television thing, where your TV dictated almost the success of your product. And I guess for the first time in, what did they say, 10 years or how many years it was that TNA's been back on cable television. And we are here. Now, AMC, American Movie Classics. Now, I don't know what the rebrand is, and I'm sure it's not just necessarily growing up, AMC used to be like old movies, like black and white movies and Westerns. And I know it for a fact is because that's what we tried to use to bribe my grandfather to finally order cable TV for his house. So when we went to my mom and Pop's house, we could watch something more than basic cable. But now AMC has more than just that. It has stuff that we've either seen before, stuff we grew up on, stuff, reruns that we consider reruns now. Apparently now American Movie Classics, but they decided to go in this space of adding professional wrestling to the mix. So congratulations to TNA, but it's a bit of a shock to me because now there's some rumors saying that, hey, now this gives WWE or TNA the option now to terminate their partnership. I don't know what the details are in terms of partnerships as far as television is concerned, but I think now that TNA is the announcement was made that nobody's activated anything as of yet. But the fact that was even brought up, that's even an option at this point, probably says a lot. So I don't know if it's because TNA is going to be self-sufficient or because there's, there might be some legal competing situations where if certain brands appearing on certain televisions without certain deals, but who knows? But with that being said, congratulations to TNA. Anybody got any words on TNA moving, finally getting to a TV deal? How you guys feeling about this?
I think it's the best option for TNA right now to be on AMC. And mainly because if you think about what AMC has produced, Walking Dead, what's the other, Breaking Bad, all of these shows that everybody was talking about, and people are still talking about The Walking Dead. So their audience is going to be very, of course, you're probably the only one, but their audience is so broad that it's going to be a destination. We got to think about with the streaming services now. What is that opening up for other people to get? Because I think under AMC umbrella is, I was trying to pull up the list. It's like BBC America, IFC, Sundance, WeTV. So it's going to be a broader audience, but it's going to be an audience
AMC
that
Plus as well. That's also.
And now this is the audience that haven't been tapped into wrestling, and now it gives us another option. So which would be cool because imagine them putting it on one of the AMC Plus, and you can go back and watch old TNA stuff. So now I feel like it's going to be a destination for them because why not? AMC, yes, we think about old people, but right now they actually have some pretty trendy shows that a lot of people are seeking out that network for it. So now we know that we got a place to watch Impact. I love it. I think it's great think about it, if you went anywhere else, you would have to compete with different sports. You had to compete with different.
That's true.
You don't have nothing else to compete with besides good quality shows. You ain't got to worry about no special day for anything. You ain't got to worry about nothing extra. It's literally that's the destination. That's probably the best one they could have had.
And more importantly, we can actually watch it. Like AMC's a channel we all have. I know everybody didn't have Destination America at one point, and depending on your cable provider or whatever.
And you don't have to worry about ratings. Think about it, if you went with Disney Plus, you would have to have a certain rating. With HBO, you could do more. Now it's just you can be wrestling.
Yes,
you ain't got to worry about no wrestling, no rating. Yep.
And who knows what they have at that Thursday night slot anyway? So it's like, well, shoot, whatever they're going to give us is more than probably what we're getting anyway. How about you, brother Hugh, Brian H? How you guys feeling about TNA moving to Thursday nights on AMC? Finally getting a TV day after all these years.
Anytime I get to see the Wanted Man on my TV screen, I'm good.
I don't know why I even asked you. Like, that's not your guy.
I'm good.
He gonna make a cameo in The Walking Dead. Him and Daryl gonna be killing zombies.
Hey, do it. But I'm all for it. I think it's a great deal for him. And the rumors, people like to put a lot of stuff out there. But from what I see, I think it would be kind of stupid for them to break this partnership with WWE. Because to be honest, WWE got them this contract. Let's be honest.
Kinda.
Let's be honest. So it's like, I think we're going to go for like at least another year or two with this partnership. Really try to help build TNA and help be a filter brand for the WWE like it is, right now, via Joe Hendry. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's an opportunity for TNA to go out and create bigger stars, and also just go out and just get new stars.
I
Like
would
a
say they can
Karrion
afford to pay
Cross.
some now.
Yeah, Karrion Cross, Matt Cardona, lock him down 100%. You know, those big name stars, and you can create your own individual promotion and go off of your own vibes. The same plays that you made for years that kept you on air, that kept you in your place. That's all you got to do now. Find your place, find the right people to keep everything running, and you're good. You're good. So I think it's a good deal for both WWE and TNA.
Yeah, I think call me crazy, Brad. I want to know your 2 cents on this when I ask you for a second about your how you feel about TNA, but it makes me wonder how different it is that we have a non-wrestling person running the company. Like the president of TNA is not like a competing wrestling competitor, right? So he's like, look, I'm here to do the best business for this brand, and I'll do whatever it takes because he's worried about the business, not pride. Oh, well, we need to be our own wrestling company because he's like, no, it's just whatever's going to work for the wrestling company. Like, you know what I mean? I wonder if that has a lot to do with, these type of moves, as well as the partnership with WWE, because it seems like Scott D'Amore started it, but then it might have been a little bit more pushback because I don't know, Scott D'Amore's a wrestling guy. So he, you know what I mean? Versus somebody in charge of TNA that's not a wrestling person. It's like, look, I'm not comparing about what we look like as a brand in competition to you all. I'm trying to, if this was going to make us money and build our brand and our company, then so be it. I'm for it. I wonder if that has a lot to do with it. But Brian H., how do you feel about TNA finally getting a TV deal after all these years?
It's long overdue. I want to see a different logo. I want to see.
Stop it.
We're going. Yeah, I just want to see a little slight adjustment. Just, and maybe this right here is it, right? Seeing how that Thursday Night Impact looks, that's good enough. And so I'll take that back.
All right.
But I'm all about seeing the branding, boss. So I think it's going to be good. I think they need it, and I think going in there, man, it's like, is this why Mike Santana lost the belt so soon?
Ouch. But you put it on Frank Kazarian.
Yeah, the safe route.
Is that much better though?
I mean,
you might as well put it back on Moose. But think about it. Who's tuning in for Frankie Kazarian? Who's tuning in for Mike?
That's what I'm saying.
Mike Santana.
You might as well put it right back on Moose, to be honest.
Who do you want to be the face of your company? Who's your face of your company? Like,
I smell a rat in the punch bowl. But I think
first episode he's going to drop it to somebody that's going to be the face.
Yeah, AJ Styles.
Right, I was about to say AJ Styles.
Remember they were supposed to have a match, and then they canceled it at the last minute, and they was like, "Nah, we probably can build this a little bit better." Think about it, Frankie Kazarian has the title right now. You dropped AJ Styles to create a bang for AMC. That way AJ Styles gets a hero's welcome, a world title run quickly on the way out the door. Yeah. Without having to put in many miles. People complain about AJ Styles not getting this like heroes run like Cena's getting, but I'm be honest with you, AJ Styles is giving off the impression that he doesn't really want that, because I think he's really ready. He's really ready to wrap this up. You know what I mean? He's even talking about cutting his hair. I'm upset. I was like, oh no! Next time we see AJ at a convention,
you heard that about him cutting his hair? I said, oh, he gonna cut his soccer mom hair.
His wife is over it. She's like, it's too long. I can't stand it. And I'm like, oh no, he's keeping it only for us as wrestling fans. But it's like, if he's done, like for real, like, look, I'm only going to conventions and stuff to do signings and things like that. I'm like, but I think AJ Styles really is like, I think I'm really ready to wrap this up, because he was done before. And the Good Brothers convinced him, like, bro, you're still on top. Don't leave now. Like, go out.
No, they said, do you see what you've been doing? You still got left ball in your tank. No.
But then when he broke his ankle and he came back and he broke it again, I think that's when he was like, all right.
Because you could tell he was physically irritated. Like,
he can't beat AJ Styles. And, it's too many miles on it after a while. And it's, he's ready. So think about it. A low impact way for him to have a world title run. Heroes welcome home, one last splash, and then, drop it to, once again, put somebody else on the way out the door. I just booked it. So okay,
pretty much.
We're all agreed.
And you ain't need chat GPT
like the WWE.
Right.
So there you go. So congratulations to TNA.
He just booked his retirement tour. That's what it was.
That's what it was. That's
the retirement tour.
Survivor Series War Games, fellas. Let's talk about it. We went into the show and we missed a week. Like I said, life is life, and sometimes you got to take a week off. But throughout that process, we were watching the build of what we would eventually, see as the biggest Survivor Series of all time. One, I didn't put 2 and 2 together when they were making the announcement. Like, oh, it's going to be at Petco Field with San Diego Padres. Not really paying it like, oh yeah, okay. Tell me, wait a minute, this is a stadium show. And then the presentation, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is massive. This is about to be a big deal. And in fact, you put 40 something, 45, 46, whatever the number is. Of course, some of it's probably inflated, 45, 46,000 people for Survivor Series. This is the Turkey Day show. This is Thanksgiving weekend. You know what I mean? And arguably, like I said, it's another excuse to break new records. Like, okay, cool. How do we break records for Survivors? Let's do something we haven't done with it before. So now we can say, hey, look, we got a Survivor Series record. But they treated the night like it was a big deal. 4 matches overall. Big night, lots of fun, lots of surprises. It was definitely a lot going on, man. I definitely enjoyed it. We talked about it constantly in the group text, and Brother Hugh was like, bro, I'm stuck. And it's a good feeling to have. Like I said it before, to be at this age and to have seen as much wrestling as we have seen and still have these feelings, despite Brian H believing that Triple H's booking is not up to par. I mean, this even like all these matches, John Cena. I'm looking at this Dominic Mysterio, John Cena. I watched Shakespeare take place. Like I was watching, like I saw a play, I saw a movie, and I saw a car crash, and then you know what I mean. And then I saw a regular heavyweight bout between a vet and a newcomer. There was a lot going on though, but I enjoyed it overall. As long as I'm having fun with my professional wrestling, I'm enjoying the God Ting show. With that being said, brothers, talk to the people. How did we feel about this year's Survivor Series?
Oh boy. Well, I guess I'll start
first. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Women's wars.
Made you sick.
I know, right? Women's war games. All right, I get it. I just wasn't invested because it just seemed like it was thrown together. And I said this before.
Brother Hugh, what
you know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
Then
I had to put you on a big screen. What are you talking about?
It's the same match. We've seen it 32,000 times already. We come in, you got to put EO in it. You got to put EO in it. Why? Because she got to jump off the cage with the trash can. Mind you, they put the little marketing on the trash can now. So I was like, okay, this is what we doing now. I get it. Whatever.
Little trash cans outside the concessions or whatever at the.
Like my only they did the best they could do with that match. To be honest, me personally, I'm tired of seeing. For what it was, that's the best they can do in my eyes, because I'm tired of seeing the same match. It was literally what you say, Brandon. Spot fest. Oh, all right, okay.
It's war games.
But it's. All right, you can tell different stories. You can tell different stories. You can tell different stories.
You could craft it. So, go ahead. I always I give it. Go ahead. Break it on down.
Go ahead.
It's a war game. It's a war games match. It's supposed.
But here's the problem.
I've seen the same match already. Like you see what I'm saying? Like at least the men's match, you had a bunch of different stories that you can tell within that actual match that you could really focus in on.
Okay.
You had some stories in the women's match, but I feel like they didn't capitalize on them all the way. Okay. All they was worried about was AJ and Becky. And I'm like, all right, cool. That's great. And Becky, that's a whole nother story. Becky, when she going around talking about she the greatest of all time, she might be that, to be honest.
She really might be though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like
she's on a different level. She's on a different level. She finally figured out her niche.
Nah, she's it. She's a megastar. Can I ask you a question, Brother Hugh?
Yeah.
What if I told you it wasn't meant to? What if I told you only you got 2 stories out of it? Only reason I say that is because if you look at the follow-up on Raw, so when you look at the War Games match, like I don't disagree with you, but to me that's part of the fun of it. Like I didn't watch, like both those matches couldn't be super heavy, is because you got to explain them both the next day, right? So it's like we explained the men's match because that's going to lead to something we're not sure of. This women's match, you only got 2 stories out of it. So you had 10 people in the ring. You're right, and you only walk away with 2. So you got AJ and Becky Lynch, right? And there's
Yeah.
a reason you didn't see a whole lot of AJ in that match, which I thought was perfect because
Right.
one, she wasn't overexposed.
I get it.
She didn't. She's older. She didn't have to do too much. That was great, and that's like a to be continued because she really didn't get her hands on Becky Lynch. And then the other women, the reason I say this is the way Raw ended when they showed up in the women's tag team match main event, which I thought was going to be fire as it is. We had the Kabuki Warriors, you know what I mean? Then you had Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. Like, okay, cool. So they're like, okay, cool. Focus on the tag division. I'm gonna tell you what, I did not think that every like heavy hitting women's tag was going to come out there and like interrupt that whole match. And I remember at the end of the night, I literally tweeted out, I said, oh snap. I said the women's tag division was on fire. I said, because they have legitimate contenders and legitimate challengers going after women's championship, the women's tag titles. And I thought it was really, really, really cool. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So we're gonna start putting over the women's tag titles now. Not the people who hold the titles, but like the women's tag titles. Like the belt goes over when you have a bunch of women that people care about chasing after it. Like Liv's about to start her own group. She came out there and then she led Roxanne and she led what's her name? Diesel's protege. Raquel. Drawing a blank. And I was like, oh, I'm like, hold on, is she lead them two now? Like she like, nah, check this out. We about to, and then you had Bailey, and then you had Lyra. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't see this coming, which is why they gave us the spot fest. So it's not that I don't disagree with you, but I'm like, well, and once I found out the reason why, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that was just fun. But listen to me, I guess I was just curious. I was like, wow, you didn't like this? What it's for?
Well,
It's
look.
It's
I
like
hear
Money
you
in the Bank every year.
I hear you in all realness. But if we didn't see Monday and this was a recap show for Survivor Series, I would be saying the same thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just didn't,
no doubt.
It just didn't hit for me.
Sure.
Like it was the match was on. Like don't get me wrong, it's wrestling, so I'm gonna enjoy it.
It was just the same thing.
It was just on. I was just like, okay, I've seen this before. I'm not gonna really get excited. Like, oh, okay, all right, what's next? Boom, boom. No, okay. She jumped off, same spots, Lash did her thing. I'm glad that they had her come in last because she's new to the field, new to the right.
Like a big deal. That's the best I've ever seen her. To be honest with you.
Absolutely. So yeah, her and AJ, the placement was perfect with them, but everything else, it was just like it just didn't really hit for me. John Cena match, at first glance, I thought it was a little bit overbooked.
What do you mean at first glance? Like the beginning of the match, or like after you watched it the first time and then I like
after the first time.
He explains things. Go ahead.
After the first time, so like the whole injury angle.
Got it.
I was like, all right, cool. I get it. They really got me on that. I'm not gonna lie, because Dominic looked like he really got injured.
Right.
Then I was like, all right, okay, this is a lot going on. My thing is, when you do angles and stuff like that, I know you gotta give it more time so that the crowd can really believe it and feel it. But sometimes I feel like they give it too much time. And I'm like, all right, all this extra time that you're giving towards selling this angle, this spot in the match, you could have gave it to somebody else to put another match on the card. As opposed to just giving Survivor Series is supposed to be when you're main four and you get 4 matches. Like I get it. You get your 2 major matches with the war games, this, that, whatever. But a lot of people give a lot of smack to AEW about giving us 5-hour shows, but it's literally total nonstop action the whole time. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Was it because it was John Cena though?
No, it wasn't because it was John Cena. It just at first, like I said, at first glance, it just seemed like it was drawn out too long, and I was just like, all right, come on, bro. And then Liv came out, and then everything was okay. So I was like, yes, go ahead.
So you felt better when it led to something.
When it led to something, yes. Okay. But like I said, it's certain times like when you're actually selling an angle, I feel like sometimes you could chop off some of that extra time. So for instance, if Dom is laying on the floor, all right. There was a lot of standing around in the ring. All right, cool. We gotta wait. Then 5 minutes later, here come Raquel and Roxanne. They was already out there. They do their thing. All right, cool. Now we still gotta wait. Here comes Dom. He jumps in. All right, cool. Like I feel like you could have chopped some of that time down. You see what I'm saying? Like it's too drawn out sometimes. At least that's the way it comes across on TV for me.
What about because it was John Cena though? This is second to last match. And he can't go in the ring as much. He can't go in the ring as much as he used to, right? So it's like Okay, I think he put that match together. There's no way in the world nobody else did it for the very reasons that you're saying. Is because when you think about to me that's what sold the injury is how long they took. First of all, they stole that same angle because the angle happened on Raw.
Yeah, it definitely happened on Raw.
It happened with Penta.
I'm surprised they did.
And I was like, crap, here we go again. They got to stop doing these Hurricanranas off the thingy. And because it took so long, and as soon as I saw John Cena check on him and then wait in the ring, and I was like, oh shoot, he must have really got hurt. And then when he wasn't hurt, I said they did that on purpose for that thing, for that same reason you said. And I was like, okay, I'm watching John Cena put on a live play right now because John Cena's at this point, after that Cody Rhodes match, John Cena don't got much left in the tank anyway.
Understood. Understood.
So it looked like what he was doing was like, okay, cool. And then he put over the Judgment Day. You say, well, how do I know? How do I know he put him over? Because everybody got their finisher off on him. And I was like,
that was the best part. That was the best part of the match, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I said this on Drew's show. To be honest, in our sports debate, that John Cena, like, this was literally great for him. He didn't get what he deserved. He did get what he deserved because he was able to put over younger talent. He got to dance with Rey Mysterio, one of his, let's say, top rivals, I guess, maybe feuds.
Sure.
You get to put over a Hall of Famer's son, one of the next top guys in the industry. He's under 30, right? You put him over clean, basically, for the most part, right?
Yep.
And you tell a phenomenal story. So, like, it did make sense how it was all put together. That's why I said I had to go back and watch it again.
Yeah, sure.
I always go back and watch it again because, you know, the first take is like,
you watch it as a fan. That's how you're supposed to watch it.
Yeah. Exactly. So now, you know, but overall, I was cool with it. I'm not gonna lie. This next match, it was just on.
Come on, spill it.
And it was
spill the beans, man.
It was just on. It was boring as hell to me. Nikki Bella and Stephanie.
Definitely took an ice cream break.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, that was a good match." This, that, whatever. It probably was a good match. I to be honest, I was joking with some of my homies, so I really don't even know what was going on. We was telling jokes and all types of stuff, but I was expecting Brie to come out and then for Nikki to win. I'm glad it didn't happen, but because I thought that was going to lead. I thought it was going to lead to Liv versus Nikki for the title.
Okay.
Later on down the line, right? Okay. But I'm glad it didn't happen. And then the men's war game, you know what you're getting. Just pure cinema, literally. There's no crazy spots. There's no nothing. There's a lot of punching and kicking, but we going in there. We're gonna stall. We're gonna talk a lot of mess.
A lot of stalling.
Yeah. A lot of facial expressions. That's literally it. So I knew what we was gonna get from that. I know what I was expect from that. It is what it is. You know. So I was overall. It was like, okay. Like I said, it's wrestling. I'll give it like a B.
Wow, you weren't feeling it. So, okay.
No, I really wasn't, because like you're marketing this as if it's one of your huge shows, and you have to market it that way now since you lost WrestleMania. You know, you know what I mean? That's the reason you got it.
Yes, what you mean you lost WrestleMania? What you talking about, Pete?
Absolutely.
What you mean we still Mania? What you talking about?
We got WrestlePalooza now. That's what we got, right?
Okay.
So you put Survivor Series in a stadium on Thanksgiving weekend, right? Because that's prime time. Literally, Thanksgiving weekend, you got all types of stuff going on: basketball, football. You know, now you got wrestling on
in the nice weather.
Yes. So like, I get it. I just wish they would have delivered more. Because they just like they did with WrestlePalooza. They hyped it up. Oh, this is the first boom, boom, boom PLE on ESPN, and we got what we got. And I was just like, okay. Yeah. I was like, okay.
ESPN ain't been too happy. Huh?
No, that's what I'm hearing, right? So I was just like, all right. It's wrestling. I won't complain too much, but it is what it is.
All right. So, brother, you really not all that enthused about Survivor Series this year. You wasn't feeling that much. It was just wrestling. Brother guy, how'd you feel about this year's Survivor Series?
Oh, you're gonna hate me. I'm gonna start with the least to the best.
Okay.
I think Stephanie Vercure and Nikki Bella would have benefited from shenanigans. That match, one, I didn't want to see. I didn't care. And I even said that when I was on Four Sides of the Ring last Thursday, I said, I hope this is the match that Liv comes back in for the same point that Hugh said, because, okay, that's how we get Liv back to the title. And that's the only way I've been okay if Stephanie lost. But that match, first off, let's just call it what it is. Nikki Bella is out of place. She can't keep up with the new talent. She can't. She's showed it every week that they keep putting her in this ring with her. She can't keep up with them. This is not her style of wrestling. Either you're going to book her like a legend and let her have those matches and not try to book her like now, because they're doing it with AJ Lee. They're booking her in that style because they're putting people that can wrestle with her in that old style. And I hate to sound like old versus new regime, like she's an older person, but she can't keep up. Stephanie is too good to be in a ring with Nikki Bella because she couldn't put her over. Unlike Gunther, who can put anybody over when he gets in the ring and makes you believe her, she can't do that for Nikki Bella because wrestling is her blood. Yeah, that's her blood, her life. She said her second language is wrestling, right? And it shows. So that's my worst. Whew, that women's match, I expected more. And when I say I expected more, we knew that match was just set up. Is that me? I knew that match was just set up for AJ and Becky for us to get that match. And I was hoping that it would give us the tag team. But, I hear echo. I'm hearing myself. I was hoping that tag team come out of it, but I didn't know it was going to be this great. So that's why I was okay with the women's match. But at first I was like, I expected so much more. Wait a minute, I'm hearing myself. I'm hearing feedback. Is that me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Not sure.
I don't hear echo or anything.
No, I'm hearing echo. I'm hearing myself back.
Brother Hughes' earphones are close to his microphone.
Yeah, I'm literally hearing myself talking.
But good.
So that was the second from the bottom. The men's match and Cena's match was about the same to me. Reason being, and when I told Hugh, I felt like both the War Game match was nothing but spot fest, spot fest, spot fest, spot fest. Here's the War Games match starts, then it's over. I didn't get any story. I felt like the men was more, let me protect you to get to Mania than it is for you to get through this match. Let me do whatever I can to be safe because we're on the road to Mania and we see what happens. And when you don't play it safe, people get injured and it changes plans. So let's only do these spots that we know are safe and give them some entertainment instead of the true story that we could have got from that men's match. Mm-hmm. Seeing a match made me realize that him and Cody, him and AJ, now him and Dominic is the type of stuff we should have been getting all year. So now I'm angry with WWE and I'm angry with Cena because we survived for almost 7 months of just mediocrity, BS. So let's call it what it is. But now we're getting all of these great things. We're going to be talking about these last 3 matches. We skipped the Brock Lesnar one because we don't care about that. Because we're going to keep talking about Cody, AJ, and now Dominic Mysterio.
I think it's by design.
But the problem is you wanted to do that heel turn because he never did it. Okay, I get it. Failed experiment. But we could have had this the whole time. This whole year could have been the year of Cena. Let's call it what it is.
His body was not going to hold it for the entire. I think he did that on purpose. I think he knew
it. You think so?
Yeah, like. Have you seen Cena walk before?
Yeah, he looks like he's breaking. Yeah, he's stiff. He said he can't do much.
When you see him walk to the ring, he's running, right? He's in the ring, he's doing all that stuff. But like when he's not, he's like.
But his adrenaline runs off.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm thinking
those lights go on, man. You see,
look at him
with Triple H. I don't think
Strowman.
Yeah,
the adrenaline gets pumping.
I don't think he had a lot left in the tank. I think he literally saved the best for last. Like I think he knew. I think that to your point, brother. I think that heel turn was just like, look, man, I'm just gotta buy myself some time. Let me do something I've never done before, and then I can do all heel tactics and win the matches. Because think about it, you work heel, you don't gotta work, you don't gotta give the fans what they want, even though fans are like, it doesn't matter. That's the last time I've seen you. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you 2 more points, and I'm gonna let it be. Mm-hmm. The other thing that I did not like about the men's War Games match, this is something else I said on 4 sides of the ring, and I'm gonna pose this question to y'all. Y'all can respond anytime. Mm-hmm. Would the War Games match have been better if Drew McIntyre was our WWE champion? If he would have had that belt on that side of the fence, that match would have had so much more stakes. It would have been so much better because Drew would have been a WWE champion on that team with division, backing him, not just him being every year Drew just fit in whatever team because we need him in the War Games match because he has fight forever energy. And then CM Punk because he said, I'm the captain of this side because he had that heat. Imagine him having that heat with Cody and Roman and all that stuff because I'm the only champion on this team. That's what I needed in that match. Another grit, and I know I went on record saying, just give Drew the belt. At this point, Drew needs a belt. Like, and it don't look like he's going to get any closer to it. That's the one thing. But then the thing is, I've realized watching this pay-per-view, and you said it at the top of the show, which even made it even worse. We just had 45,000 people pay to see 4 matches. The reason people are so much backlash towards Triple H's booking, because like we said before, he keeps sacrificing these moments for the payoff. And that's what people hate because we expected a payoff. Like I expected Nikki Bella and Stephanie to have some kind of shenanigans or some kind of payoff to Nikki Bella while she's in here. You need to explain to me why she's here. Because outside of, I just turned on her and turned heel, that's not no grit. That's not no story. That's nothing I want to see. I don't want to see a follow-up. Because anybody care about Nikki Bella come Monday night? No. But does anybody care about what CM Punk and Braun Breaker? Absolutely, because Braun Breaker pinned him. But the heels was standing tall at the end of the night. And we care, but wait a minute. I feel like something still is missing. Because that whole thing with Roman and Brock, why were you teasing that? You know, you're sacrificing these moments for the bigger payoff because it's something else. Because if y'all notice, Logan Paul was kind of looking when he was introduced as the Vision. He was kind of like, am I or am I not? So I think something else is about to happen. But I think the problem with Triple H's booking is that these moments are really starting to irritate people, and they're not getting the payoff when they want, when they need it, or when it actually is conducive to having a big payoff. Because right now, the hottest thing right now is the women's tag team titles.
Yeah, and I think that's by design. I think when you look at it all, I think we're all victims of, and Brian H, you're gonna go wrap this up for everybody. I think we're all victims of Triple H's booking. What I mean by that is Triple H is so good at his job. Here comes the heel turn, Brian H. He's so good at his job. He convinces us that we think we're going to see one thing when he's like, no, we really have all this written out. We have to do this to sell you the moment. And then when wrestling fans don't get the moment, it's like, I wanted more out of this. And he's like, no, this is just a bump in the road. This wasn't the payoff. This is just a small notch in the microcosm, the macrocosm of what we're trying to do. And a lot of people, it rubs them in the wrong way because they get got. It's because Triple H is going to hype up Survivor Series like it's going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it's enough to sell you the pay-per-view. And he's not going to give you what you want, but he'll give you enough to bring you back next week. That's what a pusher does. That's what kingpins do. Like I don't mean to bring drug culture into this situation because I don't glorify it by any stretch of the imagination, but that's what he's doing. And then we're like, I hated that because like I enjoyed Survivor Series so much this year because to me, I don't care what Triple H says. I looked at it like it was what it was. Bro, this is supposed to be a fun bump in the road. It's Survivor Series never led to WrestleMania. Right? It was never it was a special moment in our wrestling schedule, right?
Wait,
when we first watched.
Never led to WrestleMania?
What I'm saying is, it was like when Survivor Series was created and it was considered a big four. It's not like, hey, we're going to start a storyline here. We're going to carry this through a Rumble. Like, it didn't always carry that tradition. That's not why it was created. It was created because we needed something around Thanksgiving time. You know what I mean?
It was a transition. It always felt like it was the transition.
You see what I'm saying?
Out of the summer to get us ready for Mania.
Starcade.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was there for. It wasn't like, okay, cool, we need Survivor Series to be big because that's got to lead us to Royal Rumble, and then it's like it was never that, right? They told us that, but it didn't mean it was true. So I never looked at it that way. It was like, no, I'm not. You can't fool me. Think about it. Survivor Series fell off for so many years, and there's always, we got to try to bring Survivor Series back. It's because it was special at one point because sometimes you catch lightning in a bottle. During certain time periods.
No, be honest, we didn't always get 6-man tag, or we didn't get multi-man tag matches. So that was the only time we got to see our heroes on one team.
The special matchups, right?
Yeah.
When you see the guys that never have anything to do with each other all of a sudden. Like, but that was a moment in time, right? You carried that same concept, but it didn't carry the same feeling. So everybody kept saying, it don't feel special. Think about it. All in the Ruthless Aggression era, everybody kept trying to make Survivor, and they was even talking about getting rid of it because they're like, bro, it doesn't have the same feeling that it did before. Why are we trying to force this? And it's like, okay, so Triple H does this thing. He goes, I'm gonna take these pay-per-views that people don't think about, the backlashes where you take him to another country, where if you do that in a regular stadium show in New Jersey, St. Louis, wherever, it's not gonna have the same feeling. But you take it to a country that's never had WWE in like 10 years, all of a sudden Backlash breaks records. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All of a sudden, and it's like, okay, because he books his shows that way, you know what I mean? Like you expect more, but he's like, no, I don't think you get it. This is just an in your house pay-per-view. This is a side note pay-per-view. We just treating it like it's a big deal and telling you it's WrestleMania. And then you're like, wait a minute, that's all we got. He's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. We're just continuing the story. We just wanted to make it look like it was a big deal.
Just enjoy the show.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay.
Enjoy the show.
So it's like I never looked, and it might have been just because I wasn't really like looking at it with no real expectations, I guess. Because I just knew like, oh, Survivor Series, so I'm just gonna go and enjoy whatever they give me, and I wasn't looking for anything in particular. I wanted to see where everything was gonna go. So like when I got the Spot Fest with the ladies, I was like, oh, this is fun because I got action. You start my show off the right way. Like post Thanksgiving, I want to see some hot wrestling. It was no better wrestling than that. You know what I mean? Cool, I got this. Everybody had their moment. It was fun for the audience. I can imagine only being there. Like I wasn't expecting nothing from it, but then I was like, okay, cool. Didn't think twice about it. I wasn't expecting what happened Monday. When Alexa Bliss and Charlotte got into it with Rhea, and I didn't see that coming either. I was like, wait a minute, they were just on the same team together.
Rio. Remember they called it so Rio.
Monday Night Rio.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right.
I was like,
cool.
that's an AEW wrestler.
And
I was like, but okay.
And then when the end of the night, I was like, oh, this is a pleasant surprise. We got all major players fighting over the tag titles. I was like, okay, we're doing something big, fun. John Cena, he's doing Shakespeare. I said, I'm watching this guy do Shakespeare. Like it's so dramatic, so different, so drawn. I really was like, oh shoot, somebody got hurt. And John Cena does the subtle things. Like everybody, he knows we're watching. He knows we watch the little things. When Dominic Mysterio hit the floor and he ran over to him and kind of whispered in his ear, he did it in front of the camera. Now, at the time, you didn't know what was going on, but I was like, oh, he might have really hurt him. He just went to check on him. Like my smart wrestling brain tells me that when I see you do this, this is what you're doing. Triple H knows that people like us, we do that. So they're going to do little things like, okay, I know they're going to pay attention if John Cena goes and checks on him as soon as he goes down. I'm like, wait, because I'm like, this is the same spot that Penta just did. I'm like, God dang, why would they sit there and do this again, knowing this guy just got hurt and somebody else got hurt? I really was concerned. Like, brother, you said it was long drawn out. That's nothing we've never seen before. It's like the show stopped for a minute. Like everybody's like, oh shoot, we didn't pay money to see this match. Now it's about to be done. He was faking, and he thought that was the end of it. And then here comes the rest of the Judgment Day. Every Judgment Day member gets their move off. JD McDonough goes flying, and then it was like, okay, I just watched John Cena go out on his own terms because he put the Judgment Day over, and then he put Liv over. Liv comes back, she gets to have him on. He shared that moment with her, right? He could have been like, no, I'm not giving up. This is my second to last match. I'm not giving this up. She comes back, he puts her over. She jumps in his arm. First of all, I say, look at all these kids that watch John Cena now beat him up. And they did such. I'm gonna tell you the part I was most impressed with when it came to that match. I loved how they took care of John Cena so well. I said, man, they made sure that man didn't get hurt. I mean, they were all pros in there. I said, look at all these young people in there with old man John Cena. All the moves were crisp, they were sharp, and I was like, dang, they grew up watching this guy. Now they having the ball, especially Roxanne Perez. She was all smiles.
Not to mention our second highest rated guest on this program, Roxanne Perez.
Well, clearly Roxanne Perez. So she got into the move. I said, okay, Big Raquel did her stuff. Here comes Finn. I said, oh, okay, so he's putting over the Judgment Day on the way out the door. So when he loses to Dom, first of all, Dom and Mysterio is already about to be ridiculous, and then Liv comes back, and then so when he loses, it doesn't look like a bad loss. It's like, okay, well, you're not the first person that got screwed by the Judgment Day. You're probably not gonna be the last, but what were you going to do, John Cena?
Babyface kids, they don't die, yo.
Yeah, the Judgment Day. There's been so many different versions of the Judgment Day, and they're still doing the like. It's got to be Finn. It's that Bullet Club thing, where it's like you just add new members and it just keeps working.
Like, it's sure, just act like we can keep on going.
Yeah, just not when you think you booking. What you Liv come out there, she hands Roxanne the title. Said nope, because she already planted the seed. She going after the world title. Yeah,
she made that clear that following Monday. So it's like it's little stuff like that I can appreciate. One, because I didn't expect to see it. I didn't go with the
MVP of the Judgment Day right now is Kevin Nash.
Yes, because Raquel is doing her best work. because she's slowed down. She's working much bigger. She's not out there trying to do too much. They even call her Big Mommy Cool now. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed that part. And of course, like I said, the men's match, I didn't know what to think about that because I was like, why is it ending like this? And I'm like, okay, cool. There's only two things. There's a climax or to be continued when it comes to WWE. And I was like, okay, clearly this is a to be continued. It's because they, first of all, we don't know who the heck came out, Austin Theory, and that outfit.
Chris Jericho.
Second of all, what was Roman and Cody Rhodes getting into it about? I'm like, see, this is the stuff like when you leave, and then the way it just ended with Braun Breaker and CM Punk. Once again, that's nothing I even expected. So I'm like, okay, cool. I see what this is meant to be. This is also a to be continued. It's not supposed to climax here. You can't give everybody what they want in this situation because like, no, we need this to move to the next thing. But man, I enjoyed it. It was fun. As long as I'm having fun during the holidays, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I said, I had no expectations. It was better than I thought it was going to be. But
You just gonna ignore the fact I said Chris Jericho, but okay, continue.
That was the thing.
The way he jumped up on that fence like that, I said that's not. It knew when nobody old.
That don't
we
mean
revealed.
nothing. You know,
That don't mean
daggone what
nothing.
that don't mean nothing.
Right,
That ain't had to be Chris Jericho right then and there, but
right.
later
That
on
was-
it's gonna be Chris Jericho.
It might be
Exactly. It's gonna be revealed. Like, remember the whole? Nope. It's Chris Jericho.
It's possible. So we'll see. Like I said, Nikki and Stephanie Vaquer, good match. But like I said, the buildup wasn't, to me. It was just Stephanie Vaquer needed a legitimate win under her belt. You know what I mean? Like she beat a Hall of Famer and Nikki Bella. Like Nikki Bella wasn't there long enough to make people care about her enough to go, oh my God, Nikki Bella lost to Stephanie Vaquer. It was just like, all right, it's good to see you. Okay, you lost. All right, moving on. And then of course, and as soon as Liv looks at Stephanie Vaquer the next night, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, okay, one look made made it very clear.
She couldn't even take the
what was
devil
going
kiss right. She was messing that up.
That was her whole career
Yeah,
for me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Move along. Okay. All right.
Brian H.
I'm just being real.
Brian H. Talk to the people.
My brother.
How did you feel about this year's Survivor Series? How did you watch it? Because Brother Guy and Brother Hugh, they weren't big fans of it. The expectations were different. Me, I didn't really have any. But I enjoyed it. It was classic to me. It was just like I felt like it was a kid's show for me. Like I'm like, cool. Let me put some good wrestling, like Brother Hugh said, and they gave me what I saw. You know what I mean? But how did you feel about this all at the end of the day? How did you feel about this year's Survivor Series?
Well, after I've spent 5 weeks of not criticizing Triple H's booking,
Oh shoot!
I
it's 5
realized,
weeks up.
I kind of like it on this side a little bit sometimes. So I
What?
thought it was good. Yeah, I kind of like it on this side. I think that I got what I wanted out of Survivor Series, right? Because
What did you want out of Survivor Series?
a fun show that felt like a big deal. The moment I seen the intro and I saw that stadium, I said, "Holy crap! Wow!" Like if it gave me SummerSlam vibes because
I
of the
wasn't
stadium.
expecting that. Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, no, I felt it was like, yo, it's kind of weird, man. It's a U.S. show, and I never feel that way. I've been to 2 Survivor Series, but I ain't feel that way last year. I was like, okay, whatever. It was in Vancouver, whatever. It felt weird. I was like, man, like it just felt massive, right?
It's uncharacteristic for Survivor Series.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and mind you, I've been going through not all of them, but a lot of them, right? And I've been talking to Krista B, and it's been fun watching her rediscover, like learn about the older Survivor Series before she was born or into wrestling. So like
Young
going into the
whippersnapper.
80s.
Right.
Right. So I'm
Breath
watching
still smell like
this,
Similac.
and- so you brought up like the WrestleMania build, right? And so of course my mind goes to what was my favorite match from WrestleMania 10 was
As long as you didn't say
opener.
WrestleMania 9.
The opener for WrestleMania 10. Where was that created? Survivor Series, right?
Not at WrestleMania 9.
We're not talking about WrestleMania 9. We talk about WrestleMania 10. So
We talking Brett Nolan, right?
yes,
Amen.
and that seed was planted, right? So I think about because of course, like you said, it wasn't always that way, but there were some
Sure.
portions. So
Sure,
it
of
took me
course.
to the main event of this year's Survivor Series when I saw Roman. You know, he lifted Punk up, and Punk accepted. He said, "Look, man, you know what? You lost. Whatever, bad day at the office."
Yeah.
And then he tried to lift up Cody, and Cody was like, huh. And then, like, you know what, me and you, we ain't doing this no more. And
Yeah.
I said,
Uh oh.
let's go.
We probably
Book
get
it.
Roman
Cody 3. And look, we got Roman Brock
Vegas?
3 times at WrestleMania.
Uh-huh.
We got Austin Rock 3 times at WrestleMania. We got Hogan Andre twice. Should have got Bret and Shawn twice. Cody and Roman belongs in those classes. And so to get that started at Survivor Series, I said, all right, I'm cool. Now, I will say this. I had more fun talking about it on my TikTok at Brian H. Waters after the show. Because when it was like the masked man comes out there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to know now. It didn't, in that moment, it didn't hit me enough to care to think about it the rest of the night, if that makes sense, right? Like, I didn't want to, oh man, I can't wait for Raw. I was like, no, just tell me now, right?
Right.
It's Chris Jericho. I just told you, it's Chris Jericho.
But talking it over with people, and I said, you know what? This won't be so bad. You know what? I'm going to be patient. So, again, tempering my expectations. And like you said, just to see, like, little Roxy and Raquel Rodriguez, 2 people, and JD McDonough, I'm going to put him in that class too. 3 people who you never would thought would share a ring with John Cena.
Facts.
In his final PLE match to get their stuff in, man, I was happy about it. So overall, I
That's a
enjoyed
big
it.
deal.
The women's. Now, I will say this. When it comes to War Games, don't think I need it every year Survivor Series.
Thank you.
I think
Thank
That's fair.
let's
fair.
let's mix it in.
It's kind of a gimmick. Yeah.
It becomes like Hell in a Cell.
Bingo.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
Now, I think when you think about, like, the Elimination Chamber makes sense, right? Because it's like that last hope before WrestleMania. It's like that
WrestleMania,
last
sure.
second breath, right? But
Yeah.
the reason why Hell in a Cell is like, okay, you know what? We don't have to force our way to the cell. Now, with War Games, again, not played out concept, right? Because I was watching some Fall Brawls before, right? And what made sense about that was because you could build around it. And again, because the TV time was different, we didn't consume as much wrestling. So we didn't see these massive teams. Now, it's normal for us to see, like, Rhea, Ripley, and Io Sky team up. Let's say they don't become an official tag team. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. So, but that was my thing. And my small gripe, put them back in the cage. Put them back in the shark cage. I get it. You don't want Brock Lesnar behind bars.
Was that true? Was that true? Do you think that's real?
They said Brock don't want to be in the cage. They said that's why.
To me, it looked like it wasn't no room for the cages with the set.
Well, I was going to say Brock Brunson and Drew.
First of all, they all too big, bro. They're not gonna fit.
Yeah. So, but I don't like the Royal. That's just me. I don't like the Royal Rumble concept. Bring me back, or stand them outside the ring like WCW.
Nah, that's why.
But I liked it, you know. But overall, that's me nitpicking.
Okay. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was. I'm always going to be team Survivor Series before Thanksgiving because I like talking about what happened at my Thanksgiving dinner table. You know what I mean? Like that's
nostalgia for you.
Rooted in tradition.
Yeah.
But overall, solid PLE. I see people saying the worst PLE of the year.
I won't go that far.
No,
Yeah, I would have
that's
to
reserved
really
for WrestlePalooza.
Yeah,
That's
that
definitely
was trash, bro.
The best one. We all know the best one was Evolution. Shout out to Naomi.
WrestleMania 41.
Huh? Whoa.
WrestleMania 41.
Go ahead, continue. Yep.
Where was The Rock? Elimination Chamber.
Just watching at home.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber, SummerSlam, those up there, But I felt bad for Seth Rollins. But you can't play with the injury. I don't say I don't use lowercase terms and say wrestling gods. So I'll say you can't play with the injury universe.
There you go.
Because Karma came back and bit him. Because he was supposed to be there, man.
But you know who also feel bad on that same sentiment? I feel bad for Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens played a significant part with the whole John Cena thing, and he didn't have an opportunity to be a part of his retirement tour. He's probably heard about it. If I'm him, I know I'm like not okay, because it's like, God dang it, I missed his whole retirement run because of a neck injury. You know what I mean? And like,
I'm still not convinced he's injured.
here's the thing. If he was the surprise entrance for the John Cena farewell thing, I was like, okay, it makes sense. But the fact that he wasn't, I was like, okay, he really might be hurt for real. I mean, I don't know to the extent of how hurt he is, because, but to me, that was like, okay, he's got to have a match with John. Like John Cena is really connected to Kevin Owens. He was kind of the first one to, set the tone for Kevin Owens, his main event run.
It's unfair that John Cena can't run it back with a lot of, like, it's still, you could have a whole tournament of people that he can't run it back with, right? I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, but I got to put him in this. Batista. You said it, Edge, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins.
Sheamus is hurt now.
Well, Sheamus had the opportunity. You're right, but he had the opportunity. These are guys who just didn't.
Because he made Sheamus. Yep.
Yeah, have their opportunities. Throwing the Rock in there too. But that's just the storied career that Cena has had.
Longevity.
So, yeah, man. But shout out to him. Also, real quick, speaking of the tournament, man, Solo Sikoa. I know everybody knows Gunther is Gunther, but Solo said, "Don't forget, this is in my blood.
I'm the street champion." He said, "I'm the street champion." Remember, he went back to that.
I couldn't believe what I saw in the ring. I said, bro, I don't know if you said it, brother guy, but talking about, you said it when it came to being able to make people look just as strong as you in the ring. Gunther I watched him have his last 4 matches. He made everybody those matches look like $1 million. And it's like,
he's a modern day Ric Flair.
When he got, I'm telling you, that's a skill. I tell people all the time, like, bro, I'm trying to tell you that's a skill, to be able to make your opponent look strong while you still look dominant. That's not easy to do, man. Solo Sikoa,
he's a nice person. He's a really nice person.
He's got to be. Solo Sikoa though, I was like, yo, he has gone
showed up and held his end of the bargain too.
I think he's out of graduate school, fellas. I think he's there now.
He went back to being a street champion, and that was shades of, I'm hungry again. Look at me. Y'all forgot I can actually do this.
Bingo. He didn't look like a weasel.
I don't need that character. I can be that guy.
And you can do both. Like you can spend majority of the time, and then like you said, the payoff.
Because when he did this, he went back. He said, "I'm still gonna be here." Still when he talked to them.
Everything he was doing, like even when he hit him the first time, he looked at him like, "Oh, that was a good hit." I was like, "Yo, this dude gets it now." Like there's so many subtle nuances and stuff he's doing. I was locked in. It's very hard in 2025, going to 2026, to have somebody locked into a wrestling match. It's very few people that can do that. Like Daniel Bryan is one of those guys that can do that, right? Like, have you really locked in? Like, yo, I'm watching every move of this guy. Kenny Omega is the guy that can do that.
You know who can do that?
Who's that?
If it was for different circumstances, he'd probably be my favorite wrestler. You'll be surprised who I name.
Shawn Michaels. Who's that?
Swerve Strickland.
Oh shit.
I was listening to him. I was watching, and I'm listening to him tell his story, and it just hit me. I was like, "You should really be my favorite wrestler."
He's good. Swerve
he's really, real good though. Yeah,
but see,
Swerve
and the thing
really,
is,
really good, man.
Watching him grow, and especially if man, you just had to be in there, brother. You know where I'm going. Those matches with him and Desmond Xavier,
crazy,
and CZW killing it. And
was he tiny then? Was he smaller guy still?
Yeah, he was on the small side.
I mean, he done put on a lot of weight. He probably put on about 80 pounds.
He puts, that's got to be true, because he's jacked now. He was skinny guy. He was like Von Evans.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm sitting there, and he even said it. He's like, man, Javon is better than I was at that age. But I was sitting there, and I was like, you talk about compelling, and he was breaking it down like, wow, everything he do and all those moments mean something. And I was like, yo, he really hit another level this year.
Yes.
He's actually what AEW should, like, he's the product of AEW. Like, kind of what TNA did for a lot of stars, where they said, all right, you proved yourself, but let's give you the stage to show the world what you can do. And then not only that, you defined we know who Swerve Strickland is because of AEW. We know that he's world champion material and he's worth every dollar. Whatever money Tony Khan is throwing at him, he's showing, yeah, I can do this. I'm worth it. Look at me.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
agree.
and I
he
appreciate his
grew.
comments. Yeah, it seemed like he's, I want to say he's humble himself. He at that stage where he like, I don't have to be the best. These people are better than me because of what I've done.
Bingo.
That's why they're better than me. And that's why I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
He got a lot of respect when he did that because I was like, I would definitely because that and it's like CVV says like, man, it's like for you to take your ego out of it. But that's what black people, it's good to see that we need to do that more. You know what I mean? Because he was just like, no, like he's supposed to be just like he told me literally like, oh, I grew up watching guys like you and Leo. And he's like, just like we watched guys grew like, so he's supposed to be better than me at this age. And I was like, yeah, he's gonna be a star to make it. But I think he got a lot of cool points, kind of being open and honest about like, yo, nah, he's young boy is definitely up next. And,
right. Because even when Nick said it about what's his name in TNA, he was like, he shouldn't be this good. It was like, he's already doing it. He's already doing it. Because we've watched, if you think about it, they've watched it and they're saying, okay, imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? No, they imitating and making it their own at this point.
Yeah. Nah, Swerve is really, really good. Like I like Swerve a lot. Like he looks like a main event player. And I'm glad he's in. I just wish AEW was so much different, bro. Like sometimes I wish AEW's presentation was just a tad bit smaller, right? So like think about TNA in 2004-5. You know what I mean? When they were like trying to compete with WWE's Ruthless Aggression era, you know what I mean? But they had a lot of veteran heavy hitters. Maybe not big stars, but they had big stars of yesteryear, right? Led by like your Kurt Angle, then you had your Sting, you had your Christian, and Kevin Nash, and
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett, sometimes Jeff Hardy, depending on what year it is and stuff like, you know what I mean? Things like that. And I'm like, and it felt like a big deal and such. And you had, guys on the rise of Samoa Joe's, in a smaller setting.
Bobby Roode,
like,
what's his name?
Roode,
James Storm.
You know what I mean?
Not to mention the women's division.
Doing stuff before, it was even a thing to do. And then like AEW's presentation is so big and it's so loaded. And I'm like, man, so much stuff gets lost in translation that, so like
nobody
a lot of people don't get it's a fact. It's a whole new group and faction every week. Somebody else just joined the Don Callis fam. It's like guys need time.
Somebody else joined tonight.
Develop. No, I saw somebody else hanging with him. I said he's probably joined the Don Callis fam. They
remember
about not having merchandise now. They're trying to be funny about painting stuff on the back of their jackets. It's like Don Callis family. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Because they'll be okay. Yep.
But yeah, that's just one of those things. But Swerve's really good. Too bad Brian made him mad and he blocked us. So we gave Swerve all these compliments and now he won't see it. So
he won't see it at all. Thank you, Hollywood.
I'm sure they see everything.
It's all you, buddy. All right, fellas. What's now? This is the $1 million question, right? We got into all this stuff, man. We gave 4 different perspectives about WrestleMania, which is excellent because that's what people need to hear is different perspectives, right? 4 different views and how to look at it. 4 different fans that saw it from a different lens, which is really, really cool. That's what makes wrestling fans fun in these conversations, educational. Is because we get to see what the next wrestling fan is thinking, where their mind is, what their expectations are, right? The question now is, at some point, we got to figure out what is next.
Well, I told you earlier. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, Brian, you did put it out there. You think we're getting Cody Roman, right?
Night 2.
Oh, yeah, that's a night 2 thing. But here's my problem with that. That seems just too easy. There's got to be a catch to it. And you say, okay, well, what are you saying, Realness? Why do you think that's the case? Well, it's because the way Jey Uso is acting. Monday, Jey Uso, once again, he's taking the next step in the evolution of his character. Dusty Rhodes said it best. When you're on one cloud and you're at the highest point, it's the best thing to do is jump right off of it on to the next. Right. So some people have an idea. Let's just ride it till the wheels fall off. Right. Let's just.
I'm gonna quote the great Dusty Rhodes.
I'm sorry.
You being Mr. Great Imitation Man himself.
No, you're right. That was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. Respect to Dusty. When you're on the cloud, you might as well jump. As soon as you get on your highest cloud, there you jump off and get right to the next one, if you will.
That's good.
That's good. So it's like that was always so. It's like at the highest peak, bro. Jump off. Like some people say no. Let's keep riding into Triple H DX. He jumped right off at his highest peak, right? So it's
funny fun fact.
Mhm.
Sorry, because I got it literally the night of WrestleMania, the night after WrestleMania 15 on, and I saw X-Pac come out like a sad puppy. And you think back
okay.
to the year before, he was on this high because he was returning.
Nah,
And I
he knew
never
what time it was.
paralleled that to the 1 year later how things changed. He was sitting there looking sad.
Like, oh shoot, man, there goes our 6-figure merchandise quarterly checks with DX t-shirts. So it's like so. Seeing where Jey Uso is, it's like, okay, we got all these versions of him, and then people are kind of like, all right, we get over. But now he's losing it. He's losing his confidence. He doesn't seem like himself. Even Jack, and you say, okay, well, how once again, Rennes, don't make stuff up. What are you saying? If you look at the subtle nuances, that's my favorite word, sociology, the behavior. Jackie Redmond is like Jackie. She's like, Jay, this is Jackie talking to you now. Like, I'm your friend. Like, bro, talk to me. What's going on with you?
Yo, that was
And then
funny.
and I was like, okay, cool. So now she goes from being a reporter to a concerned friend. That's what they were trying to tell us by putting that on camera, because they're telling us how they want us to think by showing us certain things. She's like, Jay, it's Jackie. Listen, it's Jackie. I'm trying to check on you, make sure you're good. She went from reporter to concerned friend, and then Jay goes, guess what, Jackie? Maybe it goes back to what Roman said. Maybe them straps do look better on his shoulder. And he walks up. She's like, this ain't Jay. And it's like, okay, cool. Now we got a problem, because now Jay seems like he's losing confidence. He don't know where he's headed. He can't seem to win a match. He's on a downward spiral. How does that play into what this all goes into, right? You look at you got Bronson Reed, you got Braun Breaker, you got Logan Paul's already called his shot. He's trying to retire Rey Mysterio. He's already got his eyes on the
Didn't he try that before?
Championship.
He beat
I don't
him.
know, did he?
Remember when he caught him when he almost
Yeah, with the U.S. title, right? Was that's how he got the U.S. title.
Yeah.
So he's same thing. He's like, look, bro, you get in my way, I'm going after the IC title, because Ray's teasing like, hey man, I might go after one more time. Logan's calling his shot. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Drew McIntyre, it's not going to take him long. He's going to hurt somebody, and then he's going to be right back in the mix. I'm not worried about Drew. He's that good.
Right.
And now you have Braun Breaker. Man, he ripped into a new one against CM Punk on Monday, and I was like, okay. He even brought us some real stuff, and I was like, and the sentiment after he cut that promo,
Sound like his uncle daddy.
I mean,
I'm
the
convinced
sentiment
he got
I
both of
felt,
their DNA.
he definitely does though. It's cheating.
That's crazy.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think Scott Steiner's son is going to be as good as Scott Steiner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Wow, I never seen him.
have you seen the son? His son's he's kind of mild. He reminds me of Gage Goldberg. You know how Goldberg is
Yes.
Yeah, he has such a polite, handsome son. It's like, oh, I'm not scared of you.
Like,
You look
who's
Braun
your
Breaker.
you look at him like, who's your father? Oh, really?
Do y'all
You
don't
should be
remember
like-
Pretty Boy Scott Steiner?
No,
No.
I don't.
He listen to me. I do, but he was always so big all the time. Like,
Facts.
Listen,
The size,
I'm
okay.
more scared
So it's
of
like,
Brock
bro.
Lesnar's daughter than I am Scott Steiner's son.
I feel the same way. I'm not
even
gonna lie to
say her
you.
name because Brock
I
will
would not,
appear and rip
bro.
you
I'm
apart.
telling you.
Why do you think I
feel
said?
bad for her.
Have you looked at her? Yeah.
I
Exactly.
ain't got nothing to say.
I seen Brock stare a hole in the Reese Waters and I was scared. So
No, I'm good.
Brock is gonna find a young man and say, "Don't you like my daughter?" Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, I'm married
You're
right
gonna
now.
take it to the dance. You're gonna show
Yes.
a good time. You're gonna bring it
I
back
am.
by 9:15, right? Yes,
And-
yes, sir.
and Brock is more leaner because all he do is eat red meat. He on the keto
So
diet.
he's definitely. He looks like the Incredible Hulk at this point. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
he definitely could be a stunt double for him.
I'm telling you, like his arms can't go down. That's all. So you got Braun Breaker ripping
He ripped
CM
his
Punk a new one.
jeans. He ripped his
definitely-
jeans.
That's because he's too jacked. Like, what are you doing, Brock? Like, but anyway,
That's
Braun
not
Breaker.
Sable's daughter prototype.
Yeah,
That's from
yeah,
previous relationship.
Yeah, that was beforehand.
she's
right?
older. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like, okay, you got Braun Breaker calling a shot against CM Punk, and he kind of showed me a little something. I was like, yo, is he ready? Is now the time to finally say, let's put him in this conversation. You know, we've been hearing about this for a while. He's going to be the next step. He's going to be the one that's going to main event WrestleMania in 5 or 6 years. Is he ready to do this now? Is CM Punk going to be like, yo, let's turn this kid into a star?
That Netflix anniversary show is going to kind of serve. This is going to be his Solo Sokoa moment. where Solo
think so?
was against Roman last year, where, this is where it's going to be a lot of eyeballs on that show. It's at the Barclays Center. They're going to
yeah.
show out. It's New York City. This
Yep.
is the I don't want to say a make or break in a sense of
Oh, I thought it was in Chicago. It's in New York.
Oh,
New
that's
York,
definitely in
yeah,
Brooklyn. Yep.
Yeah, for the first year. So it's just going to be where I think if he goes out there and kills it, he may find himself in the night one main event.
This early, really?
If he goes out
100%.
there and over delivers, I think
Wow.
this serves as sort of a test, in
Okay.
my opinion. Also, a pencil in
intrigued.
because if Seth Rollins gets that John Cena Madison Square Garden juice, then that's an easy sell. Seth and Punk, you can finally have that main event marquee matchup at WrestleMania. You can't. Seth Rollins' career says you can't go away for something if it's right there. You have to book it immediately. But I think that I don't think Braun wins the title prototype on the 5th. But I think this is his let's see if you can put it all together. You hit us with the Survivor Series with teammates.
Right.
It gave us a dynamic promo because he's been kind of listen to his promos kind of okay. And I'm not one who loves yelling. To me, the only person I like seeing yell in their promos, honestly, is Samoa Joe and maybe Kevin Owens.
And Chris
You
Jericho.
like, you like Goldberg?
Chris
I
Jericho.
don't like when Goldberg talk.
How about to say Goldberg cuts promos?
Yeah, I don't like when he
Who's
talks.
next? You're
Chris Jericho cuts promos.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Why y'all get Chris
You
Jericho?
saying something, Brian?
Yeah, Chris Jericho cuts a promo. I'm just saying.
So I think that was
Y'all keep avoiding the conversation. Watch what's going to happen. It's going to be the topic of wrestling round. Watch. Just watch. Chris Jericho.
Look, I'll say this about Jericho. You want to talk Jericho so bad? Jericho said everything that the real Dwayne Allen had been saying for the past years before even being in that conversation with Vince and Jericho, Vince and Kevin Owens after WrestleMania 33. When I heard Jericho's comments, I was like, yo, Dwayne literally said that's exactly what Vince said. Vince and Jericho told him, man, don't worry about it. It don't even matter. But I think that we'll see. This is a big night for Braun Breaker, and I'm excited. I think, though, this Survivor Series, kind of like Survivor Series 22, is kind of a pre-catalyst before Mania, and that's what I'm excited about.
Okay. Wow.
But see,
So-
for January 5th, Braun needs to do two things. One, he got to sell a bunch of T-shirts, so they better come out with a fire design for him, so he can make the money
That's true. That's
for the
100%.
WWE.
Gotta make
He
some
got to
money.
make money for him. But then two, because he'll get over with his wrestling will be fine against CM Punk because he's going to do the stuff that everybody's going to say, oh, he actually can't. Because he said, I'll beat you down. He tried to make it sound like he's better than him. Because remember, Sami Zayn Braun on the second match is always I learned from the first one. So we got to keep that momentum going.
And CM Punk's gonna slow the match all the way down. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm old.
he has
Let's do
to.
Shakespeare. Yeah.
hmm So if he do those two things, get over in the match and sell a bunch, he got to make some money for him on that night. That'll be the night one main event.
I agree with the money part, but I will say this. I think at least he got to make a decent amount, because he's still a heel. So he's not going to have to go out there and do Jey Uso numbers.
So was Roman.
But remember, Judgment Day was too. But remember, the Judgment Day was. You saw all them T-shirts at first. Remember
when?
Well, let me say this: when Rhea was on, when they were trying to make Rhea Ripley in the Judgment Day, you still saw Damian Priest in all of those shirts in the crowd one day. You know what I'm saying? They were the heels, but Rhea was off to the side, but she was still Judgment Day.
Yeah, I just don't think they're gonna put that type. Like, I see where you're going, but I don't think the pressure of the shirts are going to be as heavy just
Right
yet.
now. Okay.
But definitely he's going to have to show potential. You know what I mean?
We got to see how can they make money for him. How can he make money? You know what I mean? What can we do?
I think I would like to see a gear change. You see how you look in that photo? That's how I want to see it. Move the straps.
Yeah,
That's his thing, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put him up to take him down.
Yeah.
Take him up to
like,
put him
like,
down.
like Kurt Angle.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, I think he would benefit from probably both. Like I say, because he really looks like Scott Steiner. Because Scott Steiner did the same thing when he first kind of did the
Yeah.
singles run. He had the singlet, but then eventually he went to the
Braun
bikers.
Steiner, but I get
Yeah.
it.
He,
The real
oh yeah, he
question
did go
is,
through.
Black boots or white boots, brother? You
White boots, bro. Brother, come on.
Always white boots. You know he was gonna say always white boots.
White boots.
Oh.
Look at the white boots. Look at the white boots.
Except on Stone
So-
Cold. No
Yeah,
white
no,
boots on Stone Cold.
or
No,
Roman.
Stone Cold. No,
Well, he wasn't Stone
Roman.
Cold at the time. He was
He was Stone Cold at first.
He was the no.
Nah,
what was
he
his name
was
at first? Not the ring
Ringmaster.
general.
the ringmaster.
I was gonna say the
Then
ring
he was
general.
Steve Austin.
Yeah, he was the
he
ringmaster.
didn't-
Stunning
So-
Steve.
So by the
Stunning.
time he got to Stone Cold, he was officially in black boots. He never wore white boots.
yeah.
at
I believe
Stone
he was in black. I believe he was blacked
Okay,
out.
that sounds right.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was blacked
white
out.
boots is like the last of the ringmaster gear because he had like black
Chili
trunks.
McFreeze.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Oh, that's cold.
brother. You got any?
Yeah.
You got any more? You got any last comments about what's next, brother? Because we're gonna finish up with you. He said Chili McFreeze. That threw me off. I'm sorry.
To be honest, I just need Jey Uso to start super kicking everybody. Everybody's
Are you
off.
looking-
Everybody's on limit. Nobody's off limits. Let's put it that way. Start
call
kicking the
him
little
heel turn?
kids. Start kicking
Oh, stop.
Jackie Redmond. Super kick them all.
Like Shawn
You know what I'm
Michaels
saying?
did that one time when you just kicking everybody in the back.
Just
Yeah.
kicking
Backstage
everybody.
segment.
Took out Sean
Yeah,
Spears
right.
that way.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm eager to see what's going on with Jey Uso because
Jay versus Jimmy, part 2.
yeah, I want
Nobody
to
wants
see
to
that's
see
that's the
that,
major
bro.
that's the major thing for me. I want to see how
Nobody
they're going
cares
to build
about Jimmy
Jimmy.
right now, though.
How they going to build
Load it
Jimmy
back
out of
up.
this situation?
That's what
You
I'm
know what I mean?
saying.
Y'all all thought he was taking the pin too.
Y'all gotta
The
write
whole
Jimmy out.
internet.
Jimmy gotta get written out
Everybody
the story.
thought Jimmy was taking the pin on the internet. Jimmy got to take the pin, and who was it? The person who wasn't going
Brewster.
to lose nothing.
Punky Brewster.
Yup. But everybody they tried. Man, I better put some respect on Big Jim's name.
That's what I'm
He
be
can't
trying
help
to
the
tell
way he
y'all.
dressed.
Well, like,
Listen, he about to
Big
go out
Jim.
on maternity leave, so he got to be written off the story. So who going to take him out, or is he just one car push away from pushing Jay off?
What does he? Does
What
he
did she
have to
do?
go on maternity leave?
Yeah, when did she do?
She just got pregnant.
Right.
I mean,
SummerSlam,
she
right?
wrestled SummerSlam.
That was SummerSlam,
She
right?
was pregnant before SummerSlam.
Right.
She probably got pregnant the night of Evolution.
August, September, October,
This is all
November,
respectful.
December, January, February, March, April. Oh, he's good until at least April, most
That's what I'm
likely.
saying. Like he pregnant. And even
WrestleMania. Yeah,
then, why,
WrestleMania.
why is he
Yeah.
taking paternity leave? Like
Shoot, I did.
I know, but like it's wrestlers.
I took-
Wrestlers usually don't take paternity leave, not especially if they're not the ones having the baby.
Right.
Because man,
That's like-
man.
That's like a professional athlete taking paternity. Like yo, we got games up to this point. Now
Nah,
when
they
she's
rich
due.
now. See, back in the day, Rikishi couldn't. These wrestlers rich.
That's what I'm saying though.
And they got
And
time
think about
off,
it.
remember? They get their
If
time
he's-
off.
If he's rich, he can fly from wherever he's at to be there a day. You know what I mean? If you like, oh look, man, she's probably
That's
due this
true.
month. Like, you know what I mean? All right, 2 weeks before she's probably due, I'll probably take time off. But like to take like months, oh, I don't know. I'm asking. Because just because
Yeah,
times are
because
different.
man, he won't be there. This is because he probably couldn't. You gotta think too, bro. He probably couldn't be there for the other ones because they was younger. They was still hungry. They eating now. They
This
rich now.
is
What if-
special
they gonna be on
for
a
Naomi
boat.
too.
Yeah.
But what if this is money to be made though? Think about it. If she's out, she had to give up.
Well,
had to
you
give
just
up.
said nobody cares about Big Jim. He can
They
go
don't
chill.
though. But what I'm saying is, brother, he was like, I'm trying to figure out how they're going to make him important because if we're going to do Jimmy and Jay, we care about Jay now because we saw what happened with him. But it's like, well, Big Jim is just like still being big bro. Like that's always been his whole gimmick. I'm big bro. I'm looking out for my little bro. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, he's always had like this family man gimmick, which to me, I think is his most like organic thing that he does well. He's always big bro. He's always trying to convince Jay to keep his head together.
And I think
He's
that's
always-
the thing. You can always go to a brother versus brother. It don't even. It writes itself because
Again, no, with no story.
You
what I'm saying.
don't need to. People just care because people love the Usos and they love seeing them brothers.
Who
so
loses?
Jimmy loses again.
I mean, you probably could have put sympathy behind him, but you do
Yeah,
say
it's always because
unless these go
before,
push.
We was always push him right out the door to go on paternity leave.
Y'all terrible. So you want Jay to send him to
Because Jay got to
paternity leave.
find himself, and who does he go through? His brother.
Like
He
so
gonna go-
come back and hug it out and be a tag team again.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what
brothers
it is.
fight. Brothers fight, man.
Fair
He gonna
enough.
go right back to the tribal chief. That's what he gonna do.
I
Gonna
could see
consult the
that,
tribal
but
chief.
I think all of them gonna go back like
He
that.
about to be the right hand man.
Like,
I
man,
don't know
look,
about all that, but yeah.
nothing we doing is working, bro. We might as well stick together again. That's what
Yes,
it's looking like.
they
That's
should.
the vibe I'm getting. Roman's frustrated. Jay's frustrated. Like Jay's about to. It sounds like Jay's about to give up his main event spot. Like, man, I'm losing confidence. I don't belong here. And then
He got, you know. Man,
I might as well go back to what I was doing.
And then the final boss.
Talk to it. Final boss.
Final boss.
Tell him stop making. I mean, making movies people don't care about, but him. I liked it, but nobody else apparently did.
I know. I think when you start doing like sports athletes from like because who was that woman boxer? She had that same issue.
Oh yeah, I know who you talking
the
about.
one who's always with the pink shorts. I remember seeing her all.
I was
the
gonna
time.
say a pink shorts lady. Yeah, nobody cared about that movie, but apparently it was really good.
It looked like it was really good, but it's like people nowadays may not be familiar with her career because that was such a 90s thing. And it's not like she either passed away or like it was like, you know what I mean? She was just honored or put, you know what I mean? Something that kind of brought it to the forefront. But I think that's the difference when you do movies like that, because now it's like this generation who goes to the movies are like, oh yeah, that was a great movie. But are the people that really appreciate her story really going to see that in the movies now?
Yeah,
probably not. Yeah,
2025. So that's the, you know what I mean? So think about it. We was kids.
Was tears.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, because he got that standing ovation. He lost all that weight, and he's like, "Oh crap, I got to go back to being a Rock." So I'm sure he's in the gym right now. He's probably up 25 pounds. You know, he's got it all figured out.
I had a hot take earlier with my child.
Oh gosh.
I'm scared to ask.
Here we
Which
go.
one is it, Jonathan? Because
you know it. I
It has
told
to
him.
be
I
Jonathan.
said, if The Rock never went to movies, he'd have been the biggest star of all time easily. Like he would have surpassed Hogan. He would have just skyrocketed.
so let me ask you a question. So you don't
Hollywood
think
never came into
you
it.
always? We're trying to get out of here. You did this on purpose. So, but no, it's
To
your
be
fault.
continued.
No, so I mean, this quick question. You don't have to answer it in detail, but so you're telling me you don't think Vince wouldn't have pushed him out the door after a while? Overexposure? Because he pushed
Cena
everybody. He pushed Hogan out. He couldn't afford to push. What I'm saying is he couldn't afford to push Cena out.
Right.
Okay,
But he had to create Cena because he didn't have The Rock. He had to create Cena. That's the difference.
He needed a moneymaker. You're probably right.
Right.
He probably was still.
He definitely did. He didn't have
Think about it, he
wrestling.
was 26. Hogan was 30,
Yeah.
what, 4, 38? No,
Hogan was
35?
48.
For real?
He
I
was
definitely
When he
thought
won
he
his
was
first
72
title, he was
at
in
that
his
time.
30s.
he was
Hogan
48.
not as old. He was not as old as he looked. I'll tell you that much.
He was 96 when he passed
He got-
away. So what
He
does
got
that tell you?
pushed out. He got pushed out of WWE. Him and Macho Man.
Yeah,
Well, Macho Man looked only 40. He was 40. He looked 40.
You know,
but
those
yeah,
guys
Rock
were-
was only 20. He was technically he was the second youngest WWE champion because the Dead Man was 24, but he was ageless. So yeah, but he was 24 when he won his first title. Rock was
No,
20.
you're probably right though.
He
Yeah,
said,
Got me, brother.
Because
got me.
with wrestling not being as popular as it was, he needed a moneymaker.
Rock
Yeah.
would have kept it popular. That's the point too.
You think he could have did it by himself? Like really?
The dance partners. Think about it.
Because that's the issue. Because he would be like, think about that. What do you call it? The get the F out era.
See, by the time we got to 2002, Rock was halfway in, halfway out. You feel me? Just
Right.
coming to the big pay-per-views. If he would have been full time, you thinking, okay, him and
Nah, he
Triple
probably
H,
would've.
epic rivalry. Then
Because you can run
here
that back
comes
as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Kurt
Yeah,
Angle,
Brock.
Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was coming back. Chris Jericho. Okay, you probably.
yes, you said it. Undertaker, Kane,
Yeah,
Dolph
there's
Ziggler when it came around.
Big Show. Big Show would have been
Dag
fun.
on Hollywood Rob.
Speaking of Big Show, that boy talking about he ain't retiring
Stop.
anytime soon.
Stop it,
He said
bro.
he want a retirement run.
Did you see?
I thought he was
everybody-
retired. I thought he was
Nah,
retired.
Mm-mm.
he was
Talking about
at
I'm not
What?
gonna hang with this
Oh.
one. I saw
Somebody would have come
y'all
back
saw-
home.
Y'all saw that
He wanna
picture of
come-
his knees? I was like, bro,
not his
Big Show,
knees.
come on, bro. Yo, he was
Why does he
standing
wanna do-
lopsided, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. And he said he's not retired. Next
Yeah,
we're gonna hear
he's-
about he's
ready
not
to-
retired. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
still. He was supposed to wrestle for AEW. He said he felt bad. He said, I feel bad because I had 2 knee surgeries and I was supposed to wrestle for Tony, but I never got around to it. And then he tried to be Captain Insano.
And no
gimmick
more
from,
BS.
from the Water Boy.
Yeah, remember, no more BS. That was his gimmick.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, I
was
remember
like,
that.
wow.
Get it? Oh, we get it. No more Big Show. Get it.
You're right.
Right.
All he
Right.
did, all he did
I was
was
like,
walk to the ring. No, all he did was walk to the ring with the T-shirt. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
thought it
I
was
think he had like a 6-man tag. I thought a couple of 6
him and
He
Shaq.
did- he did
Didn't
do
him and
like that
Shaq do
6-man.
something? Him and Shaq looked at each other or something, didn't they? In the ring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
put a lot
because-
of butts in the seat.
That was a
they ain't
weird
even
time for
using
AEW.
celebrities no more. Like celebrities don't care about AEW no more.
Well,
Because
Cody
I mean,
left.
They don't have no time because they have 96
Oh,
matches every pay per view.
I'm fine
Think
with
about
that.
it.
Brother,
That's
he won 99. 99
Listen.
and a half on due.
If you watch a WWE, I mean, I'm sorry, we watch an AEW pay per view, you got to take off the next day because you don't finish it till the next day. You
Nah,
can't
that's
watch it all in
definitely
one
live.
sitting. You can't because
Jeez.
all the pre-show, like they gonna give you wrestling. Like I do want to go to a show, but
Yeah,
I gotta take a nap before I go to their show.
Yeah, you got
Because
to
you
get
only
yourself
get you don't get no bathroom break because as soon as they finish
Man,
one
we
match,
old now. That's
the
not
music
like,
hit, you're like, dang, we ain't got no promo before this match, just a match. The music hit already.
yeah,
You be like,
you
Where's the
definitely got-
promo?
It's not
Where's
no
the commercial break?
commercial, bro.
Where's the commercials?
This ain't,
Like,
this
where's
ain't
the
like on
promo?
Saturdays back in the day, bro. No,
Look.
we gotta take a nap now.
Bro, I gotta use
You
the
gotta-
bathroom, bro. Another
You're
match.
like, wait a
already?
minute, what? Why is it a good match? And it's like you want to see all of you like, oh, this ain't no bathroom break.
It's to
Oh,
be
okay, wait a minute.
Right.
consumed in person.
Yeah,
Listen.
yeah. AW is definitely live in person. I think that's
Ooh.
like
Yo,
that's
facts.
the strongest. The
Facts.
strongest.
I'm telling you,
sequence.
because as soon as you go to the bathroom, somebody music hit, you be like, dang it, I'm missing this.
bro.
Well,
I
what
don't know if-
happened? Who
I don't know
ran
if you
in?
guys did it, but when we were UMBC, bro, I left to go to use the restroom. Brian just went to get something to eat. All you hear was, oh, I'm like, yo, what are we missing, bro? We just like we purposely waited. We like, yeah, we could probably go right now. And then all you hear was slams and stuff. I'm like, bro, what are we? He's like, look, man, I'm trying to get my popcorn. It's free. 'Cause you know, you buy the popcorn, you get free all night. I was like, yo, all you hear is slam. I was like, yo, why they not taking a break or nothing? But you get your money's worth though. So
As soon as you think it's
Anyway.
about to be a promo package, it's like, thank you for
Bro.
joining AEW. Next match, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Y'all ain't give me no. Can y'all run a promo or something? Can y'all
It's
tell me
gotta
what's
be-
happening next? No,
it's
they
gotta
just
be
let
60-second commercial. No 30
what's the,
seconds. Just all 60s.
what's his name then? The ring announcer. I mean, not the ring announcer. The commentary. What's his name? The one that just tell you what's happening in the next 6 weeks, all in 3 seconds.
Justin Roberts.
No, not him.
Shivani?
The one with the
Excalibur?
mask. Yes,
Excalibur.
Excalibur. He tell you about all the shows. I'm like, put some of that on the screen. Stop telling me all of it. Put it on the screen so I go to the bathroom.
Give me a visual, please. I
Right.
have to use the restroom. I'm not as
No.
young as I used to be. I drank the big soda,
I want the chicken tenders and fries. Mhm.
bro. I had the big soda. I have to go to the restroom.
Mhm.
Man, you're next. One fall. You're like, yo, they just got finished. They're not even. You see them leaving on the side. They're not even left the ring yet.
Change the apron around or something. Do something. Tighten the ropes.
I like AEW Live.
I
Anyway,
do too.
follow us on all our social media platforms at Wrestling Realm. Subscribe to our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube at The Wrestling Realm. Follow Championship Culture on Instagram at Championship Culture _. Stay tuned to their social media platform as they make their return really, really soon. And like I said before, go to youtube.com/The Wrestling Realm, playlist Championship Culture to check up on all the episodes that you have not seen, and maybe take a look at all the bonus videos, the unboxings. Brother got put most recent unboxing of there. Go to Brian H's page as well to check out all of his latest shenanigans as well, as far as his personal page, as well as the Wrestling Realm. There's a lot of content that's been cranked out as far as us, and we're just getting started. We're going to do a little bit more. Turns out, Brother Hugh also just got a new toy, so we'll see.
I did.
What
Yes. Yes.
Brother Hugh, do you want to talk about it? I'm not going to say anything because we're
No,
going home. But okay,
You was
I
playing
don't want
with
to
it.
go. I don't want to go too in depth, but you will be seeing some new stuff.
Yeah,
coming out or
we
whatnot.
got-
So yeah,
we got
Wait,
a filmmaker in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Are you finally on the mirrorless side?
yeah, man. Finally,
Yeah, boy.
hey,
Goodness gracious, I've been trying to
a lot
tell
of hard
you.
work. You know what I mean, like, yeah.
You feel
I
good,
relearn,
don't you?
not relearn
Phil.
everything, but like re-get adjusted to, you know.
You feel lighter, don't you? It just
Right.
feels like
Tell me about it,
greatness.
bro.
You feel like you got power in your hands.
I always had power in my hands. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but
but
I'm
you
just
got
letting you know.
different types of power, and I hope you can feel that good power.
Thanks, like Biggie. Ladies and gentlemen, why they're here? We're leaving. We'll
haircut.
finally. No, don't do that. We're gone. We're getting out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week.
Wow.
Wrestling fans, stay wrestling
Rest in
fans.
peace,
We outta
Larry.
here. Peace. Yeah, rest in peace, Larry. CM Punk, AJ,
Oh,
lost
yeah.
the dog. Rest in peace, Larry. Very
shout out to
special
Chris
event.
Bay too. Shout out to Black Wrestler for the
Hey,
Chris Bay
Chris
Day shirt.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to Chris Bay.
I was trying to figure out who that was the whole show.
Oh,
I
you ain't
ain't
the only
know.
one. I was like,
It
is that,
looked like-
is that
It looked
I was like, is that
Montel
Michael
Jordan.
Jackson? Yeah, I was like,
Right, I
who's
was
that
like,
on
what?
there?
Yeah, this is how we do.
Oh, now that's Chris. Now you can see it's him.
Right.
But when you only
Yeah,
see his forehead up, I was like, whose
Yeah.
forehead is that?
Right.
Follow me.
I
at
thought-
Brian
And I was like,
Nate
what
Waters.
wrestler is
There's
that?
a
'Cause
photo
I-
on the story on the Instagram.
I thought Brian H went to a '90s concert. And they
It definitely looked like Montel Jordan, though.
Hey,
That's why I was like, hold up.
I saw it for the 99 and the 2000s.
Oh, boy, we're gone. We got it.
Right, right.
Houston, we have a problem.
For all exclusive shows and bonus material, subscribe to our Patreon channel at patreon.com/thewrestling_realm. You can watch all of our Wrestling Realm content anytime on youtube.com/thewrestling realm.